The weathered gravel roads of Coyote Pass were covered in lengthy shadows as storm clouds painted the Flagstaff sky. With trepidation, a production assistant whispered over their microphone, "We're rolling in 3-2, while holding a clipboard. Kody Brown stood pacing within the makeshift filming tent, which had been set up close to the unfinished Brown family plots. He had a panic attack in his eyes and his hair was unkempt. The bluster had waned. The man who once commanded a room was no more. He appeared to be on the verge of losing everything today. Once more. Minutes later, Janelle Brown showed in with a quiet steel in her step and a confident demeanor. Her eyeglasses mirrored Kody's nervous expression. Her short blonde hair was blown about by the wind, and her serene grin made him uneasy before she even spoke. He crossed his arms tightly and murmured, "Janelle, this meeting was something you wanted." "Oh, I did," she answered nonchalantly as she took off her sunglasses and entered the tent as if it were a trial and she had already won. Welcome back to my channel TLC Flicks. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. There was a long pause while the producers, unaware that they were filming what would turn out to be the most viral moment in the history of the show, gave the nod for the cameras to continue. "I've been thinking a lot lately," Janelle said in a cool, collected tone. "How you turned faith into fear, demanded obedience and loyalty, and allowed Robyn to control everything until the family fell apart." Kody winced. "You don't know what you're discussing." "Oh, I do," she said, a grin spreading over her lips. "Is that not even visible to you? You threw us all away, in favor of a mother who abandoned your kids, one by one." "Don't say that about Robyn," Kody yelled, raising his voice. Janelle chuckled. There was a genuine, heartfelt laugh that reverberated like thunder throughout the tent, not a giggle or a derisive chuckle. It was therapeutic. Audacious. Kody was completely stopped. "You still believe Robyn is involved? Do you still believe that you are the victim?" Janelle's head cocked. "Kody, you were the commotion. The hurricane was you. And now you're wondering who brought the wind while standing in the debris." Kody's cheeks flushed. Every word was captured by the moving cameras. "Oh my God," muttered one of the producers behind them. Producers were examining the uncut video for the season finale back at the LA editing facility. On screen, a dramatic scene showed Robyn Brown sitting by herself in the confessional room of her rental house, crying into her hands. "I took every possible action," Robyn sobbed. "I was meant to be loved by them. I didn't request this. The family wasn't destroyed by me. They abandoned us." As she struggled for sympathy that never quite arrived, the camera lingered, her mascara ran, and her voice was high-pitched. Although the scenario was intended to arouse empathy, editing had the opposite effect. With their arms folded, one producer stated bluntly, "She's trying to gaslight the audience. This scene feels dishonest after everything she manipulated, Christine leaving, Janelle at odds with her kids, Meri emotionally erased." After a lengthy silence, the showrunner stated, "Cut it. The last scene. Disappeared." "Are you sure?" inquired another. "The big emotional beat is that." The showrunner said, "No. Janelle's laughter in his face is the true emotional beat. It's true. It's fairness. Let it be that." Fans were excited and shocked when the program aired. For millions of people who had been watching the show's emotional devastation for years, Janelle's laugh became an instant meme, a TikTok soundbite, and a moment of catharsis. It was also shared by former cast members. "That's my girl" was the caption Christine used when she uploaded the video. Meri shared a mysterious Instagram story with the words, "When laughter breaks chains, let it echo loud," in an unusually audacious action, with an emoji of a cheerful face. What about Kody? Backlash poured into his direct messages. Although TLC's social media crew kept a close eye on comments, it was clear that viewers had selected their hero, and it wasn't Robyn or Kody. Robyn was angry, but only in secret. During post-season pickups, she reportedly stormed off set when she realized her tearful confessions had been removed. She was heard shouting, "They made me the villain," by one of her assistants. "My voice is being erased by them." "You wrote the script, Robyn," said the assistant, shrugging and muttering. Janelle participated in a panel interview in Salt Lake City a few weeks later. She was radiant, assured, renewed. In response to a fan query, she stated, I didn't laugh because it was funny. I laughed because I no longer felt afraid of him for the first time. The crowd exploded in cheers. Janelle's viral moment continued to generate a lot of talk. It only accelerated. Every moment of her altercation with Cody was being scrutinized by entertainment journalists. Her speech was lip-synced by TikTok producers. It was dubbed the single most satisfying takedown in reality TV history by podcast hosts. However, Robyn Brown was sitting furious in a poorly lit corner of a posh Flagstaff rental behind closed doors. After finding out that her final confessional had been edited, she had declined to offer any more post-season comments. She paced in fuzzy socks while muttering, "They're silencing me." She was no longer the weeping, sensitive, and perpetually misunderstood Robyn that the audience had grown accustomed to seeing. Her hair was unkempt. Her lips were squeezed together. "With him, I created this family," she stated sharply over a speakerphone to a producer. "And they're making it into a tale of her salvation?" The producer made an effort to calm her. "We still have pictures of you and Cody together, Robyn." However, the network is advocating for more robust arcs. Janelle's plot struck a chord. People are looking for genuineness. Robyn snorted. "Reality? To be a member of this family, I sacrificed everything. The only one who stayed was me. Where's my prize?" The call ended without a resolution. Robyn grabbed up her phone and opened Instagram, her hands shaking. Her inbox was overflowing with images of Janelle laughing, accompanied by clown music and comments like "Cody and Robyn's empire crumbles," rather than encouraging messages. Robyn saw for the first time what the audience really thought of her. She let her phone fall. A few seconds later, Cody entered. Now what? Her eyes were burning as she faced him. "They're making fun of us. They interrupted me. The network must be called. This has to be fixed." Cody gave his temples a rub. "I don't believe I can. They're not answering." Executives assembled in a tense conference room at TLC headquarters. Yes, viewership has increased. Whispers from legal teams, however, had also been present. Christine, Janelle, and even Meri were reportedly considering a tell-all production deal without Robyn or Cody, according to inside sources. "They're taking advantage of the situation," a marketing executive stated. "And truthfully, the public supports them." Robyn's rating is falling out of favor. Cody's follows closely behind. There was a pause before the showrunner spoke. "We must change course if we hope to maintain this franchise. Complete rebranding. Christine, Janelle, and the adult children are the focus of the upcoming season." Who said, "What about Cody?" A pause. "We invite him to make a cameo. We proceed if he says no." Sister wives, reclaimed is what we call it. Meri, meanwhile, was sitting at her bed and breakfast in Utah, going over a contract that a new production firm had handed her. Her plot had long been subdued and in the background. However, it is no longer the case. Her version of the tale was what the filmmakers wanted to show. The years of emotional neglect. The way Robyn had expressed worries to Cody in a whisper. She discovered texts between them. She had always suspected the manipulation but had never spoken up. Meri let out a breath and carefully closed the laptop. "I remained silent for too long," she muttered. She grabbed her phone and typed a message to Janelle, not Cody or the showrunner. "Meri, if you're willing, I want to take a seat. Not for television. Only us. I believe we both deserve to say more." It had been days since Robyn had left the house. Unfiltered, trembling, and addressed directly to her admirers, she made her own video on her phone. It was uncooked. With tears in her eyes, she admitted, "I'm not perfect. However, I adored this family. I had no intention of hurting anyone. And now, they are erasing me as if I never was." Instagram locked the comments after she posted it. The quiet was overwhelming. The network had phoned within an hour. "Remove the video. You have a contract." Robyn remained silent. She fixed her gaze on the camera. She asked, "You want a villain? All right. I might offer you one. And there's more." Cody Brown of Sister Wives has reportedly altered history to protect his own ego throughout the breakdown of his multiple marriages, and now he's just treating his ex-wives cruelly. Meri Brown, Christine Brown, Janelle Brown, and Robyn Brown were Cody's first 4 wives. They set out to demonstrate that polygamy could be successful if done properly. Cracks didn't appear until Sister Wives season 16, despite the show following the family for 19 seasons. The first wife to formally go was Christine, who was followed by Meri and Janelle. Even now, Cody and Robyn are still monogamous. Cody has had a hard time returning to normal after his divorces. He appeared to be caught off guard by the breakups, even though the majority of Sister Wives watchers were aware that they were inevitable. Cody has chosen to rewrite history rather than take responsibility for his faults, and his most significant admission was that, other from Robyn, he never truly loved any of his spouses. Cody is obviously continuing to use this as a means of harming his ex-wives. During the one-on-one episodes of Sister Wives Season 19, Cody waxed poetic about meeting Robyn and falling in love with her despite having 3 other wives. In a video that TLC posted to TikTok, Cody talked about how Robyn and he were in true love, but that a lot of people, probably including his ex-wives, wanted to ruin it for him. Cody told how he was with his other wife one day when he saw Robyn at church. He claimed that he was unable to look away from her once their eyes met. According to Robyn, when he glanced at her, a bolt of lightning shot through everybody. When they talked about it one-on-one, Cody started crying. "When God is your wingman, you can't lose," he said to Suki. "I hold the recollection of it all in the highest regard." Although Christine claimed that it was comparable to their first meeting, Cody makes it clear that he had never experienced this feeling when he first met any of his previous spouses. In a way, it devalues his other marriages by making his encounter with Robyn so opulent and romantic. He implies that he did not feel that way with his previous marriages by expressing how safe and vulnerable he felt with Robyn. They are trying to make Robyn feel superior by claiming that Cody didn't experience a strike of lightning when he first met Meri, Christine, and Janelle. He's attempting to convey that they weren't as unique as Robyn. One more way to harm them? He never loved them, he said. Cody acknowledges that he was angry when he shouted those things. In retrospect, he claimed it was a response to the suffering he was experiencing, but this was untrue. Nevertheless, throughout the season, he reiterated the sentiment. Cody would declare, "I've only ever loved Robyn out of all my wives," and then retract that statement. "I don't know what kind of state of mind I was other than super angry," he remarked during the one-on-one. "All 3 of them were adored by me. I cherished each one of them." The fact that Cody only told Meri and Robyn about his sexual experience in college is another subject that comes up during the one-on-one. Since they were young lovers and he felt secure in Meri's company, he had told her. He claimed that Robyn's intuition told her to ask him about it, and he told her the truth. Cody repeatedly states that he didn't feel safe with Janelle or Christine, but that he felt safe enough to discuss it with Robyn. Cody is currently utilizing Robyn's amazing personality and his amazing marriage to disparage his previous marriages. Because of all the pushback he got from his previous spouses, he claimed that falling in love with Robyn was painful. Since it demonstrated how dysfunctional their marriages were, Cody doesn't seem to understand that his ex-wives' responses were typical. Any woman would feel betrayed in that situation as well. Rebuilding his ties with his adult children is still a work in progress for Sister Wives star Cody Brown. After more than 30 years of living in a polygamous household with his 4 wives, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn Brown, Cody became the patriarch of the family and fathered 18 children in all. But with time, Cody started to give preference to Robyn, his youngest wife, over his other 3. His 3 wives left him as a result of this change in priorities, which caused him to disregard his responsibilities as a husband and parent. Cody and his ex-wives have been at odds over a number of problems over the last several seasons. He battled with Janelle about the Coyote Pass land, told Meri that he never loved her, and accused Christine of betraying him. Robyn and Cody disagreed on the nature of their marriage and its prospects. While Robyn said she was still willing to try if there were assurances that it would work out this time, he stated that he no longer wanted to be in a polygamous relationship. Cody and Robyn seemed content in their monogamous relationship during Sister Wives Season 19. Over the years, Cody has had arguments with a number of his grown children in addition to his ex-spouses. Viewers previously witnessed the polygamous father and his sons, Gabriel Brown and Garrison Brown, in a difficult circumstance. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he urged him to stay at home and adhere to his stringent guidelines. But Gabriel and Garrison decided to ignore Cody's request and carried on with their usual routine. Kody was offended by this choice and requested that Janelle kick Garrison and Gabriel out of their house, which caused his connections with them to become irreparably strained. Paydon Brown, Christine's son, also had a problem with Kody since he didn't appreciate how Kody had handled his mother. He lost contact with Kody after he and a few of his siblings became weary of his domineering and self-centered actions. According to reports, Kody was also approached by Aspen Brown, Christine's daughter, who questioned him why he didn't like her. In a similar vein, Leon Brown, Meri's child, ceased communicating with Kody due to his beliefs and lack of encouragement. Maddie Brown, Kody's daughter, and a number of his other adult children turned away from him because of his contentious nature and previous actions. Kody and Janelle suffered a terrible tragedy in March 2024 when their son, Garrison, died. This tragic incident caused Kody to undergo a metamorphosis and inspired him to become a more loving father. In an attempt to restore broken ties with his kids, Kody made a concerted effort to make amends. As shown in Sister Wives Season 19, Kody made it his mission to become a loving parent again. Regretfully, it doesn't seem that Kody has been able to mend his connections with his children. Indeed, a few of his kids have come out and said that they no longer associate with him. Paydon has publicly shown his indifference in keeping a steady relationship with his father in recent months by publicly criticizing Kody in interviews and on TikTok. He has stated that there is very little chance of their father-son relationship ever being restored. Maddie's decision to keep quiet about her friendship with Kody shows that she is not interested in developing a relationship with him. In a similar vein, Kody seems to be estranged from his other children, Leon and Gabriel. Because of their hectic schedules, they don't appear interested in making amends with him. Even though Kody hasn't made much progress with all of his kids, he might be able to patch things up with a few who might be more forgiving or understanding. Aspen, Christine's daughter, has demonstrated that she still feels some affection for Kody. She showed concern by asking Kody directly about his feelings for her in a prior interaction. She may be amenable to a possible reconciliation with Kody, but she is still wary because of the way Kody has treated her mother and brothers. Mykelti seems to be diplomatic and has maintained her composure in the face of family strife, in contrast to some of the other children. Considering that she probably dislikes family conflicts, she could be able to work things out with her father. Logan Brown, Kody's older son, would be amenable to dating him as well. Logan may be emotionally grown enough to see that he can make amends with Kody while keeping a respectful distance, because he is the family's eldest and more private. It is apparent that Kody's past relationships were greatly impacted by his love for Robyn. Therefore, it's fair to believe that Robyn contributed to family strife, especially between Kody and his other children. But it wouldn't be just to hold Robyn exclusively responsible for Kody's alienation from his kids. In actuality, Kody's tense connection with the kids who once admired him is probably primarily caused by his past behavior and his abuse of his ex-wives. Many of Kody's kids have voiced worries about his partiality for Robyn throughout the years. Some have called attention to this bias by accusing Kody of being a negligent father, such as Gabriel and Garrison. Kody had forgotten his birthday, so Gabriel even sobbed on tape. It makes sense that children like Paydon and others would point the finger at Kody and believe Robyn is the primary cause of their family's discord. But since Robyn never made him put her above the other sister wives, it's Kody's behavior that has caused him to lose contact with his children. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks everyone.